Hi, and welcome to my channel. I have been waiting to say that for like 4 or 5 years now, and I'm going to get into that because that's actually why I'm here. It's a weird story. For anybody that doesn't know me, hi, I'm Vivian Chen, author of the Noodle Shop Mysteries, Exhibit A. And for everybody that else knows me, what's up? So, a lot of you that do know me know that I've been talking about recording myself more. And one of the things that I have been wanting to do for a while is start my own YouTube channel. It actually started in 2019. I wanted to create a space where I could talk about all things books. I could talk about my planner obsession. I could talk about whatever just struck me and have conversations with readers or talk about health stuff. Because I know that that has helped a lot of the people that have read my books and have gotten to know me on social media. So today I woke up. Well, first I should go back a little bit and explain that I'm an ovarian cancer survivor, and I am currently going through chemotherapy for breast cancer. I was diagnosed with stage 1 at the end of last year, and I had a double mastectomy with reconstruction in the beginning of January, and then I just started chemotherapy on Tuesday. So for anybody that's following my story right now, it went well. I was extremely nervous because of having gone through the process before, but it went okay. There were no reactions, and I tolerated the treatment well. My treatments are every Tuesday for 12 weeks, and I'm just taking everything by stride. And I had done a live recently on my Instagram and Facebook talking about the experience and just preparing myself, I guess. I thought it was going to be the last thing I was going to record. And after talking with some friends and then the way I felt when I woke up today, it kind of changed what I decided I wanted to do. And I don't know 100% that I will stick to it because I don't know what's going to happen in the coming weeks or how I'm going to feel. And I do have to reserve my energy for writing as much as I can. So basically, I woke up today not feeling well. I want to say that the side effects so far are pretty mild. Stomach upset, and I'm extremely tired. And maybe you could tell by the bags under my eyes. But this is definitely not how I thought I was going to start my channel. But I'm making myself do it because of a video that I just watched. So I want to say it was at the tail end of 2022, or it might have been 2023, where I started watching these videos by a woman by the name of Monique. And her channel is Monique Plans, and I plan on linking it below in the comment area, or in the description area, So when I woke up today, I was feeling really bad, and I was trying to give myself a pep talk. I guess it went well because I started to feel better, and then I started to think about how I could help lift up other people who might be going through the same scenario, because it does get difficult and lonely, and you have a lot of emotions, and it's like this. It's like a roller coaster all the time. And that's what I was experiencing this morning. And I got 5 years ago, I would not say things like I felt called to, but going through cancer multiple times at this point, 3 to be exact, it definitely changes who you are as a person, and you see things in a totally different way. And I'm sure that anybody who's watching this, who's dealt with something serious, life-threatening, world upending, understands that you begin to look at things from a different perspective. And so that's kind of, what happened for me. Well, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this and for it to all make sense. I started watching Monique. She's a planner girl. I started watching her when I was recovering from chemotherapy. So it might have actually been earlier in 2022 than I thought. But I would watch her every day. She has almost daily videos. I don't know about right now, but she was doing them daily. And I would watch her to kind of escape. And I would watch another girl too, Dakshana. She has beautiful planners and journals and all that. But the thing that I really like about Monique is that she's real. She's down to earth. She just brings herself to the table and what she enjoys, which is planning. She's spiritual, so she talks a lot about that kind of stuff. And it did something for me. It made me escape myself for a little while. I felt like I had a friend, even though I've never met her or talked to her, aside from like commenting on some of her posts. But the stuff that she would talk about was very relatable. And I watched her as a way to help me cope with my problems. So if she ends up watching this, thank you, Monique, for that. You didn't know you did that. And I've always wanted to do something similar. When I started getting into the planner community, I wanted to show my planner. I wanted to talk about the way that I did things or stuff that I had hangups with or whatever, or finding planner peace. And I was too afraid to do it. When I became an author, I thought, I'm going to do it now. And it's going to be a way for me to connect with my readers. And it didn't happen. And every year on my resolutions page, I put start a YouTube channel. And in 2019 is when I seriously wanted to do it and started putting it on. I thought 2020 is my year. Well, we all know what happened in 2020. And then added to that was my first run-in with ovarian cancer. So all of my plans got pushed to the side, and I was like, okay, when I get better. And then it turned into, okay, well, I'm still recovering from chemo, so when I get better from that. And then it turned into, well, now I don't have time because I have to catch up on writing. And there was always an excuse. There was, I don't have a pretty background. I have to paint my nails that day. I don't have makeup on. I'm bald. Like all of the things. I made all of the excuses all the time. And I was thinking about that again today because a really loud, a very incredibly loud thought that has been in my head is that I don't want to stop my life again for the third time. I don't want to put things off, and I want to do as much as I can for as long as I can before like either the treatment wears me down or I make up some silly excuse again. And I was like, you got to stop doing that. It's always about trying to make it perfect. And I think that intimidates people. They see other people's videos and they have like, music, and they have openings, and they have like their signature thumbnail, and they have all this stuff. And that was another thing that I liked about Monique, is that she just is. It's like, here I am, we're hanging out today, I'm gonna do my planner, this is what's on my list, this is what I'm gonna talk about. And I love that so much. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't worry about that stuff too much. But I still wasn't quite convinced. So today I was like, do it, do it, do it. And I got really hyper and I was like, I'm gonna do it. And then I started slowly backing myself away from the thought. And, that's part of what I wanted to talk about today, was the perfection/imperfection of it all. When I was writing in my journal is when I got inspired to want to talk to people. I was really down, and I thought about how many times that I've gone online and there was another woman talking, or man, talking about what they were going through and giving some words of encouragement. And I wrote that, this is where the I feel called thing came in. I wrote this. I said, whatever you are going through, I promise you that you are stronger. Allow yourself to embrace that. And I thought, wow, like I want to say that to people. I want to tell that to people. Like whatever you are personally going through today, you are stronger than that. You just have to get out of your own way and allow for that strength to come through. Because I feel like a lot of us get discouraged really easily when everything's like coming at us at once. So I had my first chemo treatment, not feeling good. And I'm starting to not traumatize myself, but I'm getting into that cycle of like, is this how it's always going to be? Or am I never going to feel good? Is every day going forward going to be like this? And I pick myself back up. And that's not always so easy. So I wanted to come on here and talk about that. Still not convinced. So I decided, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to do it. I need to do some writing anyways. So pull out my laptop, I start writing. I then, go through the motions and I'm worn out. And so I'm like, okay, that's enough for today. I'm going to have a sandwich. Maybe I'll watch YouTube for an inspiration. And as it would happen, Monique had posted a new video, and it would the description was start your own YouTube channel, or maybe it says start your own YouTube channel today. I don't know, but it was like in bold letters, in all caps, and I'm like, this is a sign. So I watched the video, and she's talking about all of the stuff that I just said about stop worrying about it being perfect or people judging you, because anytime that you're a creative person of any kind, you are always worried about the judgment. And I think that that's natural and normal, and everybody goes through it. But regardless of that fact, it still doesn't feel good. You don't want to sit with that feeling that someone's going to judge you. And all of the excuses that I made or were making, they played in my head as I'm watching this video. And I'm telling myself, you can't do this because you don't look right now. And this is not how you wanted to start. And you wanted to have like some kind of amazing graphics, or you want to have good background. I want to do my nails. I want to put on makeup. I want to do whatever. And in the end of the day, I don't feel well enough to do any of that. And I've stopped myself strategically throughout time. So I watched her video. I commented on it and I said, I'm going to get to recording. And even after I closed out YouTube, there was a moment where I was trying to backpedal myself. I'm like, well, I won't do it today. And I'm like, no, but you said it. So you have to do it and just do it. And if it's not perfect, it's not. If you don't look right, who cares? This is going to be your test run. I may not even post this. And if I do, surprise, So that's really what I wanted to come on here to say. And I wanted to say that for, like, pass it forward or pay it forward, I guess. That if you are that person and you're one of my readers, or maybe you're just stumbling across me, by chance, that you get that message that you need today, whenever you find this video, that maybe just start the thing, whatever the thing is. I have a couple things. I don't want to tell you about them because I want it to kind of be a surprise. Some of you will know or guess based on the stuff that I like, but I just wanted to do that for someone else, like Monique did for me. That final push, that what are you waiting for? Stop being afraid, and sometimes things land different with you when you hear it from a stranger. And I think it's because it's objective. There's nothing for that person to gain or lose. They're not trying to coddle your feelings. They don't even know that they're talking to you. And so it comes at a different level. You have like friends that will say to you, well, I told you to do that. I told you to do that months ago. Why didn't you do it? But for some reason, it's like sometimes you don't necessarily believe those people. You're like, oh, you're just saying that to make me feel better. You're just trying to be encouraging. And you need to really find that in yourself, I think. And I think a lot of times that's what my problems have been, is that I'm waiting for approval. And I realize that the approval needs to come from me. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks about what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what I look like at the end of the day. And you think that going through something like cancer, you learn those things, not to care about the small things. And that's for the most part true. But I think it's also difficult because when you get well again, some of this stuff kind of drifts. And so you take some of it with you and you leave some of it behind. And perhaps that's normal as well. Like I said earlier, this is my third time going through chemotherapy. I had ovarian cancer. I was diagnosed in 2020. It recurred in 2021. And then the ovarian part, I've been fine. I still remain cancer-free in that aspect. And the breast cancer thing just happened at the end of the year, last year. It was like the last quarter, everything really started to come through, like all the testing and everything like that. And that was my thought was, am I going to stop my life again when I just am getting back out there and doing book events and all that stuff? And because of the chemo, I can't do really live book events because my immune system will eventually, taper down while I'm going through the process. But they always make sure that you're not at an overly dangerous level. It's just you can't like go out and party, so I had thought that maybe I was going to record my journey. I don't know that I'm going to do it. A friend of mine actually was just texting me yesterday and he said, just record it and you don't have to post them, but record it for yourself. And so I may end up doing that. I don't know that I will feel well enough or want to make the effort. So we'll see how it goes. As of right now, I'm not feeling too bad. I don't know if I'm going to shave my head either. A couple people and I had talked about that in my video on Instagram. And I'm not entirely sure. My hair may or may not fall out because I've had the same chemo at a stronger level. So they're thinking maybe my hair follicles have grown a little bit of resistance. And that it may not fall out totally. It may thin. I don't know. I don't know what to think either. So I'm just kind of playing it by ear right now and see what happens. But yeah, so that's my underlying message, I guess, through all of that rambling. The longer you watch me, you'll realize that I'm a chatty Cathy and I'm long-winded, which is why I write books. But I guess I just wanted to tell you, like, whatever you're going through, you are stronger than it. Whatever you want to start, start. Don't worry if it's not perfect. I have no idea how this video is going to turn out. 5 people may watch it. 5,000 people may watch it. I have no idea. But I'm just doing it for myself. I'm doing it because it's something I've always wanted to do, to get out there and encourage people. And, maybe something that I say today will give you hope. Or, if you're going through the cancer process yourself, it will be relatable. And you'll be like, oh, somebody gets it, Because I think that that's important for everybody on every level. Not just people who are going through something hard. I think that really we just all want to be understood. And that can be hard to find. And the more different than the norm you are, the more that is difficult to find in a mass quantity, And Monique had also been talking about that, like, being part of the planner community. And like a lot of people in our real lives don't get us. They're like, what are you doing? Why do you have this extra planner? Like, and I say extra isn't like extra. And, and it's funny because that's what I did. I went online and found a community of people, and the planner community is amazing. I started doing it originally because I needed to for book events, and like deadlines and all that stuff. Well, I'm not the type of person that wants to keep a planner on my own without any frills. Like, I need frills. So the way to get me to do it was decoration. But the whole thing started out with me asking a friend at my old job, what is a bullet journal? And then it kind of went from there, and it turned into bullet journals and ring binders. And then it turned into the Happy Planner, Hobonichi, I went through the whole gamut of trying to find planner piece. And so what I want my channel to be is a conglomeration of all of the things that I just talked about. I want it to be maybe a message of hope for certain people. I want it to be a distraction. I want to talk about books, not just my own, not just mystery, health books, any nonfiction that I've read that I think might be helpful. I'm very into the mind-body thing right now. I'm still discovering all the elements of my spirituality because I don't put myself into a group with anything at this moment. I will just say that I'm the woo-woo friend now. I actually saw that on a shirt and I'm like, I like that. I'm the woo-woo friend. So that's who I am now. And, you know, just whatever strikes me that I want to share with people, because I think that maybe this is a different way to reach and talk to my readers and, you know, to random people who just stumble across me or people from the planner community. My planner game is not as good as some of these gals that are out here that have these beautiful, well thought out, organized, just like themed, perfect. Like I've tried and I'm not as on point, but I have some fun spreads and I like to be creative and do some different stuff. So I'm going to share those things with you guys too. So I decided, since like a lot of people's channels are like themed, for like a specific thing, like it's all planner stuff, it's all books, it's all whatever. And mine is just going to be kind of like my life and stuff and things. And I think that if I had to describe myself in 3 words, it's stuff and things. It's everything is stuff and things. So that's what this is going to be. Going forward, what I'm going to do is like all in caps, whatever the video main topic is going to be about, I'll put that at the beginning. So today, you know, obviously it's going to be like intro. And then like if I do like a planner flip, then I'll put that first. And then if I'm talking about books, we'll do that. I may do some lives on here. We'll see how that goes. I'm getting way ahead of myself. But yeah, so then that can kind of help you guys weed out what you want to watch and what you don't want to watch, because I know I have a lot of readers that are also planner people, but I have a lot of readers that are not, and they're like, what are you even talking about, you silly girl? So I'll do it like that. If there's anything that you guys ever want to talk about, let me know. We could do like Q&A sessions. We could talk about my books, or we could talk about stuff in like mind, body, space, whatever you guys really want to talk about, I'm open to. So if there's anything, just let me know. But before I go, I do want to show you guys my planners. Just, I'm not going to do the flip, just I'm going to hold it up. So this was mine from last year, and I just wanted to kind of show it to you guys because I wanted you to see how thick it is. And this is what I was in last year, is a Happy Planner classic size. I did the vertical. I like the horizontal, but I like it for the little, like the mini. Some of you guys are gonna be like, what are you even talking about? And this is my planner for 2024, which I haven't really even moved into because of everything going on, but like, look how thin it is. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm working with and what we're gonna be talking about going forward. So I'm going to show more of my planners. I want to show you some deco pages that I did and some other fun stuff that's coming. So I would say subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, and then go to the link that I'm going to leave for Monique Plans, and follow her too, because she's awesome. She's like hanging out with a girlfriend. She's talking about her day. She's talking about the stuff that she does in her planner. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, do that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.